خلاص I'm recording كويس.
هاي يشتغل.
خلاص I'm recording كويس. هسه واحد بس معانا شوية دقيقة. لسه في 4 من أصل 42 طالب.
صباح الخير.
هلا الو
معك دكتور معك.
ايوه طيب يبلش الطلاب يحلوا علينا ان شاء الله. بس انا عارف عشان شو كيف بس وقت خلينا اتفقنا على 10
مظبوط.
يس دكتور على 10.
طيب على كل هو يعني بشكل عام يعني الزوم هو مش مطلوب مني انا صراحة، ولكن انا بس هيك يعني بعمله كخيار اضافي لشرح بعض الشغلات او اذا نعمل بعض الاكسرسايزز بشكل عام، واذا احد عنده اي استفسار ممكن يسالني. يعني بالوضع الطبيعي لازم نشتغل عليه يعني لانه في اي وقت ممكن الانترنت يضعف او ينقطع او كذا، بس في الاي ليرنينج هو المدخل الوحيد لنا للعمل بالنسبه للماده هذه. بس اذا في صار معنا مجال نشتغل على الزوم مش غلط برضه. طيب اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد.
اللهم صل على محمد.
هسه انا بدي اعمل ميوت للكل عشان احكي، وبعدين اللي عنده سؤال بيرفع ايده. عارفين
كيف يرفع ايده؟
موجوده في عنده ضمن الخيارات اللي بده يرفع ايده ويشارك بيرفع ايده. مظبوط.
participants هذا؟
ايوه participate نعم. هسه لو كبست عليها هاي بيطلع عندي علامه واحد رافع ايده، فانا بكبس عليها وبعطيك المجال تحكي اذا في عندك اي استفسار او كذا.
تمام.
طيب هسه في بعض الطلاب لسه مش طالع عندهم نور وميسم، مش طالع عندكم مش طالع عندكم اللهم صل محمد اللي هو السماعه، سامعيني يعني؟ ميسم ونور. نور قاعده بتكتب. طيب احكي اذا سمعتني احكي. وميسم نفس الشيء، سمعتني؟
في نور الصافي دكتور.
نور الصافي نعم. طيب على كل اللي اذا سامعيني مش مشكله. طيب هسه انتبهوا علي، هسه بنرجع للكتاب على السريع عشان ما نضيعش وقت. Okay, so may I speak in English?
Yeah, go ahead, sir.
Okay, so if you can't understand me, please stop me. We'll start with question number 1, 5.1. Okay, so these are 6 points, and we have to categorize which sentence is slow and which sentence is fast or rapid speech. Okay. Now the lecture, the first one, the lecture is giving details of timetable changes to a group of university students. This is slow or fast? This is slow because most of the time at universities, the language that should be used has to be slow. Like the way I talk to you is slow English.
Right.
Okay. Why? Who said why? Hello? Okay. Now the second one, 2 friends are discussing what they might do at weekend. Here, because the second sentence talks about 2 friends, and when you talk to your friend, you don't talk, in a slow manner. Most of the time you talk in a fast way. Okay, because that's your friend, you talk to him all the time. So the kind of language that you use is faster than when you talk to someone, to a stranger, for example, or to someone you see for the first time. So the second one is fast. The third one, you are giving directions to a stranger who has asked how to get to a local hospital. Now, again, you give instructions, you give directions to a stranger. And because you don't know that person, you have to make sure that this person understands you. So the language has to be slow in the third example. Now, the fourth one, a witness in a trial is explaining to jury what she saw when a robbery was taking place. 4 also is slow speech, because in a court you have to be understandable. You have to speak slowly, and you have to make everything clear for the judge. So again, the 4 is slow. 5, a hairdresser and a customer are talking about their recent summer holidays. This is like a friendly, one-to-one conversation. So I think the conversation is fast or rapid. Fast because simply when you go to a barber shop or a hairdresser, you don't speak slowly. You just like speak normally. And normally, when I say normally, it means that you speak fast. The last one, members of a family are having dinner and talking about what they have been doing during the day. Again, members of the family, you are sitting with your family. You don't speak slow, you speak fast, or you speak normal. Normal here means fast, because that's the way you talk to your family members. Okay, so again, 1, 3, and 4 are slow, and the rest are fast. Do you have any question before we move to the next one? Okay, if I don't see raised hands, then I will go to the next question quickly. Here are some long speech units from the fast speech. Listen to each just once and try to write down what you hear. So I'll play it quickly, the A13, and then I'll answer the questions. That's A13.
5.2. Example. What are you doing tomorrow about 12:30? 1. I didn't know whether they were leaving or not.
So the first example, okay, well, the first sentence, the answer is, I did not know whether they were leaving or not. I did not know whether they're leaving, or they were leaving or not. The second one.
2. She said she'd never seen anything like it before.
The answer for the second sentence is, she said she'd never seen anything like it before. She said she'd never seen anything like it before.
3. They don't seem to be getting on too well.
3. They don't seem to be getting on too well. They didn't seem to be getting on too well. 4.
4. As long as you don't mind us coming in late.
Okay, the answer for number 4, as long as you don't mind coming late. As long as you don't mind us coming late, sorry. As long as you don't mind us coming late. And the last one.
5. We should be able to get there in a couple of hours.
We should be able to get there in a couple of hours. We should be able to get there in a couple of hours. All right, so I think this is not a difficult exercise, although you have to listen to it as many times as possible. Now, do you have any question? These are the homework that I gave you. Now, do you have any problem with that? خلينا نشوف أنا أعمل unmute. يا جماعة
دكتور كله تمام. كله تمام.
طيب هسه بدي أنتقل أحاول أجاوب السؤال اللي هو الثالث، بعديها راح ننتقل للصفحة اللي بعديها على السريع. ماشي؟ السؤال الثالث بدي أعمل ميوت للجميع هسه. Yes. Okay. Now first listen to extract from business meeting, then repeat 6 single speeches, units taken from discussion. If possible, repeat them without looking at the units written out below. Try to run words in the unit smoothly together. Now these are some of the words, some of the sentences, that you have to repeat. Now why you should repeat them? Because you have to, improve your pronunciation, and repetition is one of the things that help you pronounce words correctly. So please read these sentences at your home and try to practice them as many times as possible. Now go to the next one, which is 5.4. Listen to these speeches units taken from the same conversation. Underline the one word or sometimes the two words that are emphasized in these units. Now, here we want to do this. We want to locate the word that is emphasized, the one or two words that are emphasized in this conversation. Listen. It's number 15, okay.
5.4. Example. To supply the machines.
So the emphasis here on supply.
1. But that was years ago.
Where do you think, okay, the emphasis here is on years. She said, but that was years ago. So the emphasis was on years.
2. But the management hasn't changed at all.
But the management hasn't changed at all. But the management hasn't changed at all. So here we have two words. We have management and changed. We have management and changed. The third example.
3. To be honest.
To be honest. To be honest. Honest is the emphasized word.
4. We ought to be looking for a different supplier.
Okay, so we have two words here. We have looking and supplier. So she said we ought to be looking for a different supplier. So looking and supplier. And the last one is
5. We leave that to you.
we leave that to you. We leave that to you. So we have two words here, leave and you. So these are the emphasized words. These are the emphasized words in these sentences and phrases. Now I checked, okay, let me just go back to you. انتبهوا علي يا جماعة. طبعا أنا عملت ميوت. شيكت على الهوم ورك. طبعا اللي عملوا سبمشن عندي للهوم ورك تقريبا 20 طالب. في عندي 20 طالب لم يقدموا اللي هو الواجب، وهي مشكلة كبيرة صراحة لأنه راح تأثر على المشاركة وعلى الانجيجمنت في الكلاس. طبعا في نسبة كبيرة برضه سلمت وعملوا الواجب بطريقة جيدة والمحاولات كانت رائعة. فبدي الواجبات تسلم أول بأول، بديش ولا واجب يضيع عليكم. Okay. Now, do you have any questions so far? Any question?
دكتور إذا سمحت. هلا بس بخصوص الواجب القديم ما بعرف ايش صار فيه بخصوصه. هلا لو تفتح لنا خانه حتى نقدر نعمل نبعث لك اياه شيء على الليرنينج.
اللي هو اي واجب اللي هو ايش عن الاكسنت والدايلكت
بالضبط. والفاولز. هلا انا الصراحه ما مش عارف ايش هو بالضبط اللي انا ما كنتش حله، بس على الاغلب انا حليتهم وسلمتهم لك، بس راح احلهم الاثنين مع بعض وراح ابعث لك اياهم.
طيب راح اعمل خانه سابقه واعمل فيها احط فيها للدايلكت والاكسنت the difference between dialect and accent and the vowels. ماشي، اللي هي الفاولز اللي اخذناهن والكونسونانتس وناخذ عليهم امثله. ماشي دكتور،
انا بعت لك اياهم كلهم مغلف واحد. انت اذا بتلاحظ على الفايل بعت لك تقريبا 5.
نعم. هسه يا شباب لما بتقدم الواجب الافضل انك تبعث لي كله على فايل واحد، ما تحمل لي اكثر من اتاتشمنت. يعني اتاتشمنت واحد بتحط فيه كل الاكسرسايز احسن لي انا.
اوكي.
لانه عندي انا مثلا خلينا نقول محمد انت عندك 5 فايلات، طب هسه هيك بضيع عندي، لكن حط في فايل واحد اسهل لي واسهل لك كمان عشان ما يضيعش الواجب عندك. عرفت كيف؟
تمام يا دكتور. تمام.
اوكي.
طيب دكتور اذا سمحت فيك تشاركنا مين الاشخاص اللي وصلك لهم الواجب ان الاسماء يكونوا على الجروب شيء؟ هسه
ممكن اشوف اذا قدرت احط السبميتد والنون سبميتد راح اعملها. راح احط على الموقع ان شاء الله. طيب
ان شاء الله شاكر لك دكتور.
لا عادي مش مشكله. هسه بس راح ناخذ الصفحه اللي هي الصفحه اللي بعديها، وبعد هيك راح اعطيكم تحلوا الباقي في البيت، وبرضه راح اعطيكم مجال تطبقوا عليه وتشتغلوا عليه، وبعدين نشتغلوا هون مع بعض. طيب هسه الصفحه اللي بعديها مهمه، اللي pronunciation in slow and fast speech. اوكي بدي اعمل ميوت. Okay, now pronunciation in slow and fast speech. In fast speech, sounds that are found in words spoken slowly may be missed out. Listen and notice how the highlighted sounds are missed out in this conversation extract. هسه في عنا صفحة 18 أول تمرين، في عنا conversation راح نسمع لها هسه. We have to look at how the words are pronounced and how some of the letters or some of the sounds are lost in the conversation. For example, it occurred, the D is messed out. It means that it is pronounced as this. It occurred to me. It occurred to me. So the D is shifted to T. It's occurred to me. It's occurred to me. The second one, Terry. Now the T sound merged into one. So the T of that and the T of Terry are merged into one sound. So it sounds like this. It occurred to me, the Terry. See, the Terry. So they don't say that, they say the Terry. Terry had been in touch for ages. So I thought I ought to phone. So instead of saying I ought to phone, they say I ought to phone. So the T with ought to and the T with the to are merged together. To phone him. They don't read him as him, but the H is missed out. So they read it as I phoned him. And the next, well, just then here, it is pronounced as the T is missed out. So it's pronounced as just then. They don't say just then. There was a ring on the front door. The T is missed out too. They don't say front door. They say the front door. And there he was. So the H in he is dropped out. Listen now. Okay, so it's number what? Number 16.
6. A. It occurred to me that Terry hadn't been in touch for ages, so I thought I ought to phone him. Well, just then there was a ring on the front door, and there he was.
Again.
6. A. It occurred to me that Terry hadn't been in touch for ages, so I thought I ought to phone him. Well, just then there was a ring on the front door, and there he was.
لاحظتوا كيف الاختلافات؟ occurred to me that the Terry, just one T. I ought to phone him without him. The H is not pronounced. And then, well, just then, the T is not pronounced. And then the front door. And the last one, there was he. So please listen to it as many times as possible and practice this. Now the next one, unless you have some people raising hands, no one is raising hands, good. The next one, which is 17. Now before we play 17, look at the some of the notes here, as well as sounds, syllables, or whole words that we would expect to hear in slow speech may be reduced or missed out in fast speech. Listen and notice how the highlighted parts are reduced or missed out in this conversation. So we have either sounds that are reduced, so it becomes soft, or they are missed out. It means they are deleted. Now the first one is, come on. Instead of say it's, they say, come on, it's time to go. So they say it's time to go without it. It's time to go. Now the next one, R is missed out. What you looking for? You see, like R is not there. The third one, I is missed out. So the I, the pronoun I, is missed out, or is deleted. So she said, I don't suppose you've seen my glasses. Don't suppose you've seen my glasses. So they don't say the I. The next one is the vowel, the schwa is missed out in the word is said with one syllable. Suppose, 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 not suppose, not suppose. I don't suppose you've been or you've seen my glasses. Don't suppose you've seen my glasses. Now A, for the third sentence. Have you lost them again? Now have is reduced to the. So they've said it as, have you lost it them again? Have you lost it? Have you lost it? See, like, have you lost it? And the last one, the D is missed out. You better carry on. You better carry on. Can't go without my glasses. Here the I also is missed out. Can't go without my glasses. Listen now.
6. B. Come on, it's time to go. What are you looking for?
Don't suppose you've seen my glasses?
Have you lost them again?
You better carry on. Can't go without my glasses.
See, that's funny because how these sounds are dropped out or missed out because of the rapid or fast speech. Whenever you have fast speech, you have many sounds dropped out in a conversation. So again, listen to it again at your home and practice it and see how you improve your pronunciation and your speaking also. Okay, let's see. No hands on? Okay, good. The last one, and this is the last example that we will take, and then I'll open the discussion if you have any question, and then we will talk about the next assignment, and also we will talk about anything that you want to discuss with me. So the last one is sounds and words may also change in fast speech compared with how they are said in slow speech or how they are represented in dictionaries. Listen and notice how the sound T changes in the highlighted part of this conversation. هذا مهم جدا. طلع المثال الأول. T plus U is said ch. It's like ch. So when they say I want you, they say I want you. I want you. They don't say I want you. I want you. I want you. So the T with the U is pronounced as ch. Now the N is missed out and T is said like P before it's like P before M. I don't know what does that mean, but we will listen to it. I want you to pay my, yes, so because of my, to pay my, instead of saying to paint my, they say to pay my kitchen. I want you to paint my kitchen. And then the next example, what color? So the T is said as a glottal stop. A sound may be stopping the flow of the air by closing the vocal cords. يعني بمعنى إنه T تلفظ على طريقة الهمزة. What color? Not what, but it's what color. Okay? So I want you to paint my kitchen. What color? Light green. Now the T is said like K before G. Light green. Okay, so you feel like, the T is pronounced as K. And the last one, the last example, which is right, okay, is pronounced as glottal also. Instead of saying right, they say right, what. Okay, now listen carefully and see how this conversation goes.
6. C. I want you to paint my kitchen.
What colour?
A light green.
Right.
Again.
6. C. I want you to paint my kitchen.
What colour?
A light green.
Right.
See, it's funny how they pronounce paint my kitchen. They say it, I want you to paint my kitchen, to paint my kitchen. What color? A light green. So the T is transformed into K. A light green. right, right. That's the glottal stop with the word right. It's like what, right. All right. That's the last thing. That's the last exercise that we will do for today. Now, unmute. Here we go. أيوة يا جماعة. بعرف صار الواضح الاكسرسايزز هون ولا لا بالنسبة لكم؟
بالنسبة لي تمام.
اللفظ والهضم. طيب هسه المطلوب يا جماعة.
استنى بحكي.
Okay, what I want you to do is this. I want you to go at home and practice this at home. This is the way you improve your pronunciation. This is the way. Practice and practice and practice. Listen to this many times and try to like imitate these, you know, conversations. هسا بالنسبة للواجبات يا جماعة هل مسموح لكم انكم تعملوا edit submission ولا لا؟
على حسب هو مبين على الاي ليرنينج تقدر تعمل edit.
تعمل اي submission. ممتاز. edit submission. شغلة ثانية مطلوب منكم تعمل الهوم وركس الموجودة اللي بحط لك على الاي ليرنينج، لانه اذا ما بتعملها معناته انت في عندك مشكلة انك مش مشارك في المحاضرة، لذلك راح يكون في عندك مشكلة. هسا المرة القادمة راح اطلب منكم تعملوا صفحة اللي هي page 19 okay, just page 19 because page 20 is a bit difficult and need explanation, so I'll explain it. You do page 19, you do exercise 6.1 and 6.2. إذا بتروح بعد ساعة على الإي ليرنينج راح تلاقي الإكسرسايز هذول محملات أو مشروع عنها ومحطوط لها لينك حتى تعمل سبمشن للإي ليرنينج على الإي ليرنينج. طيب أي سؤال؟
دكتور وائل.
تفضل.
عندي سؤال بس. في بالنسبة للواجب الأول الفاولز والكونسونانت رفعت لك صورة مع الواجب الجديد.
طيب لا أنا من رأيي اسمه علي، أنا من رأيي شو رأيك أعمل لينك خاص للأكسنت والدايلكت اللي ما سلموا الأكسنت
والفاولز والكونسونانت كمان.
الفاول والكونسونانت لحالها هوم ورك خاص فيها عشان إيش ما يصيرش في لخبطة، لأنه بدي أعرف مين اللي اشتغل مين اللي ما اشتغل، مين اللي سلم ومين ما سلم. عرفت كيف؟
طيب ماشي تمام. برجع برفع مرة ثانية.
نعم. هسا انظروا للاي ليرنينج، راح احط الواجبات كلها على الاي ليرنينج ان شاء الله، واذا بدكم اي سؤال يعني لانه هسه اذا عندك اي سؤال اسالني هسه، لانه بعد هيك بدي برضه كمان في محاضرات ثانيه وفي جروبس ثانيه لازم اجاوب عليها، فاذا عندك اي سؤال اسال، ما عندكش اي سؤال بدناش نضل
دكتور انا عندي سؤال.
ايوه تفضل يا نور.
دكتور الاكسنت والدايلكت انا حليتهم بس انه انت حاطط لي انه مو حليتهم.
طيب هسه في طلاب نفس الشيء صار معك، مالك حل الا انت تحليهم مره ثانيه، مش ما راح يغلبنك، بالعكس تستفيدي اكثر لما بتعمليهم مره ثانيه.
تمام ان شاء الله.
لانه لو جيت عندي على المكتب ما راح تلاقيها، عرفتي كيف؟ بس على كل اذا الافضل انك تعمليها مره ثانيه. مين كمان عنده اي سؤال؟
السلام عليكم دكتور، ممكن انا اسال؟
دقيقه. شو رايك اعمل ميوت وارفع ايدك احسن، وبعدين اللي حاب يطلع عادي مش شرط يضل.
بدي اسال بالنسبه للسؤال اول واجب اعطيتنا اياه، ممكن احنا نحله ونرفق لك اياه من مع السبمشن
اللي هو الواجب الاول.
اول واجب انا مش عارفه، بس يا دكتور طلعت عندكم ما لقيت الورق الحل، يعني ممكن اعيده؟
هيا مره ثانيه بعيد وبكرر. الواجب الاول اللي هو عن الفاولز والكونسونانتس، وبرضه كمان عن الاكسنت والدايلكت.
نعم.
راح احط لها لينك على الاي ليرنينج جديد، بتنزل الواجب عليه. ماشي
ان شاء الله.
خلاص. طيب مين عنده اي سؤال؟ اللي ما عندوش اي سؤال ممكن يغادر.
ماشي توكلنا على الله. ماشي.
حد عنده اي سؤال؟
دكتور واللي سلم عادي؟
اللي سلم خلص، اللي مكتوب هسه مش انا حطيت الاكسل شيت على الاي ليرنينج، مش حطيت للي سلم وما سلم على الاي ليرنينج انا.
مزبوط
خلص انت مبين عندك مسلم، ما مش مطلوب منك تسلم خلص. يعني اللي بيسلموني اللي ما سلموا راح احط عنده تك انه سلم او ما سلم. عرفت كيف؟
تمام دكتور تمام.
طيب في حد عنده اي سؤال؟
شكرا لك.
اتفضلي
دكتور. تاخذ حضور وغياب على وجودنا اونلاين؟
هسه لا، الحضور والغياب صراحه صعب، يعني احنا في وضع يعني شوي مربك وكذا وما فيش حضور وغياب، ولكن ايش الحضور والغياب؟ ما ضلش معنا الا على فكره 10 دقائق. الحضور والغياب راح يكون مش حضور غياب، هو فعليا ان عندي هوم وركس لازم تسلمها، اذا ما سلمتها راح تاثر على ادائك بالنهايه بس. اما والله حضور وغياب مش مطلوب منك، يعني مش مطلوب منك تكون على الزوم. على الاي ليرنينج
تمام دكتور.
مجرد ما انت عملت لي سبمشن للاساينمنت معناته انت حاضر خلص، شو بدي اكثر من هيك يعني. اما انه والله
تمام
تكون
دكتور،
هسه موجود عندي، لا هسه مش مطلوب مني.
مهم.
يعني انا بدي
تسلم
احاول
دكتور.
اكون يعني متساهل معك في الوقت الحرج هذا، لانه الوضع صعب ومش كل الناس عندها انترنت وكذا، عشان هيك انا مش حابب الكل يكون على الزوم، لانه مش كل الناس عندها واي فاي. طيب في حدا عنده
يعطيك
سؤال؟
العافية دكتور.
الله يعافيك. هلا
الله يعطيك العافيه دكتور.
يلا يعطيكم العافيه.
الله يعافيك، يعطيك العافيه دكتور.
اهلين. هلا